As part of our 20th anniversary celebrations in 2024, Pharos Architectural Controls is spotlighting 20 people and projects that have helped to shape our company and our products and continue to inspire us every day. Michael Gross from Pharos and I are really excited today to be joined by Peter van Nuland from GVA Lighting to talk about his experiences in the lighting industry and how working with Pharos has really helped to bring some of his projects to life. Hello, both of you. Welcome to the podcast. It's really great to have you here. Welcome, Peter.
Hello. Yeah, thanks for having me. That's great.
Oh, it's great to have you, and we're just going to dig straight into it. So, I mean, tell us a bit about your career history and how you kind of came to be, in the lighting industry and came to be where you are now.
Right. So, basically out of school, I studied for electronics, and I actually started at GVA. So back in 2005. I joined GVA, and it was a pretty small company at that time. I was hired on as a electronics technician, and I was focused on just the LED side of the business, which was about one desk. That over the years grew into basically a production manager's position, leading a team of up to about 15 or 20 people until. At that time, we developed a electronics engineering in-house team, which I then joined at that time. Did that for some time, which then we realized we needed an application engineering team to work between the sales and engineering and come up with actual project solutions. So how to take all the products that we developed by that time and put them together as a system, a solution for any projects from lighting designer, architects, and so on. I've done that for quite a while, and during that time I took on a few more areas of the business as well, and this is where I am today as the director of projects and customer success. So I'm now responsible for basically anything related to new projects that come in, helping them put together the technical layouts, the bill of materials, rendering, programming, quoting, and then it becomes an order. So we also deal with the order release and then anything after sales support. This happens basically across like 3 of my teams. Which is now called projects, applications, and technical support. So that's where we are today.
Excellent. Yeah. And so it's you've been at GVA from your infancy in the industry and grown with it, which is great. Yes. And I guess like the next sort of question is, when did you kind of first come into contact with Pharos in that process?
Right. So I had to look back for this one. It was back in 2012. At this time, how we got in contact with Pharos is we used to use another system, and that company was bought out by our competitor, which then we lost all support. So we were kind of stuck. We were looking for a new control supplier. Which we came across Pharos. And, I'm actually really happy it did, because the product, in my opinion, is better. The support is top-notch, and we have used Pharos ever since. I remember back in that time, I had some training that I got personally, 2 days in-house here. And actually then I bought one for myself, which I'm still using today in my home. So I wanted to learn more about the products, and really we started using it after that at GVA. It's a really good experience.
Excellent. No, that's great. And when did you first, like, just thinking about your kind of role with GVA MG, when did you first start working together? Was there a sort of moment where MG kind of came in and was able to sort of support you with a particular project, or?
Wow, I think I've actually reached out. I mean, we've always been in contact with Pharos, of course, a lot over the years. But MG, when did you start?
I started in 6.5 years ago. So was that
Okay.
2018?
18 or so, yeah.
Yeah.
18, something around there.
17,
Yeah.
18. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think personally, I got in contact with you around 2000.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Excellent. Okay. No, that's great. And I guess that, like you say, that kind of customer experience of being able to call on the Pharos team and that support network when you need it, you know, when you're kind of under the cosh and things are, you know, you're up against it. I know that's always really valuable for, you know, for the guys who are sort of on the grind, making things happen at the time. And I guess, you know, thinking like that, you know, using the Pharos technology, when it comes to projects and the scalability of projects, perhaps whether it's you know, a large scale project that you need that Pharos capability for, or perhaps the more intricate programming you know, jobs that require that kind of level of detail. Can you think of some examples, or perhaps your favorite examples, of where the Pharos kit has helped to come in and fulfill a brief for you in that respect?
Right. So, I mean, Pharos is our go-to solution when we provide a system with our lighting solutions. So anything, you know, large scale for sure has a Pharos system from us, if not by others, right? If we don't take care of it. The system just provides so many options. It's open to do whatever you want. If it's not out of the box, then script it, program it yourself. It's just the options are endless. So it's really helpful that way, in case we get into a bind where, okay, we need to control with this system or that system or a weather station. So a good example is this, actually this project here, which is Rotunda Pula in Croatia. So it's a big roundabout, lighting the structure around, and there's pumps involved that create the fog, and there's obviously a weather station then, and everything got tied in together to the Pharos system to control it. You don't want to create the fog if it's freezing that day, because it's a roundabout. So we actually overcome a few challenges on this one, and the level of support that comes from Pharos is that we were there at night, we were stuck, we reached out to Pharos obviously, and they're like, yeah, that doesn't look right. You know, how long are you there for? Well, I'm here for a couple more days. You'll have a solution in the morning. And sure enough, I woke up to a solution, implemented it, and it was perfect. You know, and that's the level of support that we're getting from Paris, which is, you know, a benchmark for where we want to be.
Yeah, and just to sort of add to that, so, you know, like Peter said, they use our controls, you know, on a lot of projects, not just big projects, but, you know, let's call them, you know, regular projects, bread and butter, you know, stuff. But Peter and his team have grown to such a point, right? Well, obviously, like the normal stuff is like, yeah, whatever, that's easy, right? But they needed to do some of these more intricate things that it was like, what, maybe 2 summers ago, where you had reached out to me and you said, hey, can you give me and my team a course, some training in doing the scripting, because you were doing the more, you know, sophisticated integrations and going well beyond the sort of regular stuff, right? And so for him and his team to reach out for that dedicated scripting programming, that's not, you know, a very normal thing, right? So like, you know, he and his team like dedicated the time, and I think we did like 4 sessions, right?
Yeah.
And like really got into it. So, you know, at least they could, you know, get some experience and some training and doing that stuff that's like, you know.
Yeah.
So
Amazing. So you've got kind of elite level experience and knowledge of the Pharos gear then. You could give MG a run for his money.
Not quite. I mean, MG is way up there, of course, but we learn every day. Keep growing. Yeah, for sure.
Amazing. I mean, I think, like, you know, you've obviously been able to kind of take the products on a journey with you as you've gone through the different projects that you've had briefed in, and you know, and you've been able to kind of push the capabilities of the systems, which is, you know, it's what we love to hear. I mean, what's next for you and for GVA? You know, what do you see the future looking like in terms of the industry and in terms of kind of the business direction?
Right. So we're always innovating new technologies to help, you know, better our products and even making, you know, the solutions better for the lighting designer and architects and whoever else out there that want to use our system, or they want to light a project but don't quite know how. And we're always looking for solutions to help them. This is how we came up with our, you know, Infinity system, which is using 380 volt DC, our color amp, unibody, color stream, and with color stream just being released, we are capable to just light extreme long run lengths up to, you know, 600 meters or 2,000 feet from a single control point. This wouldn't be possible without, you know, both Infinity and color stream as a combined solution. And on top of that, you know, we need a control system behind that to support it. So we've worked with Pharos to, you know, help make this possible because we're looking for higher speeds. Our product could go up to 200 frames per second. So we hope that the control system can get there one day as well. But we've already improved it a lot to, you know, 60 hertz, which is great. But yeah, these are the kind of things that we're looking for to push the market to a better and faster system.
And that's ultimately what customers and clients are looking for. They want that kind of, you know, that increased in, you know, speed and intricacy of design, I guess, and all of the above. Well, I mean, we are so proud to have, you know, been able to kind of go on this journey with you, you know, with GVA, and it's been an absolute pleasure to kind of dig into, you know, some of your backstory and some of the things that you've been doing, obviously with Pharos as well. And thank you so much for being a part of our 20th anniversary campaign.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be part of it. And I hope to continue, you know, working with Pharos for many more years as we, you know, partner up on these projects.
Absolutely, that sounds good to us. Thank you.